Imagine the wind in your face, the warmth of the sun as the beads of sweat glisten on your skin, the road, the trees, the grass, the hills, the clouds, the sky, just beautiful and calming. You have nothing to think about but nature, the motorcycle you are riding, and the road ahead of you. Your loved ones are waiting to meet you at the end of your travels because they do not enjoy two wheels like you do. Bam! Out of nowhere, you hit a deer running across the road. Your head hits the pavement. Now, you are driving down the road with your family or even alone. Your family or even you witnessed this crash. The impact of seeing an accident like this in front of you may change the course of your future. I have dropped my motorcycle several times and hit my head pretty hard. I have worn a full-face helmet every time. I walked away with a headache, but I walked away. I have either rode or been around motorcycles for more than 40 years. I am a nurse who's worked in the emergency department for more than 16 years. I have seen people who should have walked away from motorcycle crashes if only they were wearing their helmet. Today, I am going to help you understand more about helmets. I will talk about Texas law concerning helmets, how helmets have improved, and how helmets have saved lives. Effective September 1st, 1997, Texas law requires that the use of helmets for 21 years or younger, or for older riders who have not completed rider education course or do not have at least $10,000 in medical coverage. That is a partial law. So partial law, as you'll see here in my visual aid, some states are partial law, such as Texas, and some states are universal law, which they're required to wear a helmet, and then there are some states that have no law at all. Helmet laws have been effective in reducing fatality and injury severity among survivors of motorcycle accidents, and those are referenced by Motorcycle Helmet Law Repeal Evaluated in Texas and Arkansas, per the U.S. Department of Transportation. Second of all, let's talk about helmets. Okay, since 1974, motorcycle helmets are required to meet or exceed the Department of Transportation's Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard number 218. And that is William Duderman's Motorcycle Helmet Effectiveness Revisited. Wearing helmets that meet DOT standards is the single most effective means of reducing the number of people who get injured or die from motorcycle crashes. And that's per the National Center for Injury Prevention and Control, Division of Unintentional Injury Prevention. So motorcycle helmets now require Department of Transportation standards, and so most helmets now they require that, and so most exceed DOT standards. DOT standards are I'm not going to discuss those at this time because those are a very complicated set of standards. Okay. Helmets are only good for 5 years because the padding inside of them wear down, and so they wear out, they deteriorate, and then they're no good, and they're not as safe as they were when they were originally bought. And once you've been in a crash, your helmet is no longer any good, it's not safe. The material that is the outer shell material has been compromised. So once you've been in an accident, you no longer want to use that helmet. You want to go ahead and buy a new one. All right, and thirdly, if you are riding without your helmet, you are more likely to die. So, according to William Duderman, Calculating Lives Saved by Motorcycle Helmets, in 2003, 3,661 riders died in fatal motorcycle crashes. An estimated 1,158 would have died had it not been for helmets, and an additional 640 would have survived had they worn proper helmets. And according to the National Center for Injury Prevention and Control, Division of Unintentional Injury Prevention, unhelmeted riders are 40% more likely to die from a head injury than someone wearing a helmet. Now, not all motorcycle crashes are death and injuries are related to head injuries. There also are other injuries that are severe that can cause death. However, head injuries are something that are preventable. And this here is a diagram of where the most impact comes from on a helmet. So your full face gives you the best protection. Because most of your impact comes to the face. So your full face here gives you the best protection when you're wearing a helmet. Okay? And this is me. Always got my helmet. So today I hope that I have informed you just a little bit more about motorcycle helmets and their importance. I have given you the helmet laws in Texas and have shared how helmets have improved and hopefully shown you how much helmets have saved lives. My wish is that you will be able to take what I've given you and share with your family and friends. Help make motorcycle riding safer to ensure we make it to our destination to continue to live and celebrate life together. Now, what happens when your head hits the pavement? Do you get up, look to the sky, to the horizon, pick up your motorcycle and finish your ride? Do you lay there bleeding, waiting for EMS to pick you up? Or are you just going to lay there and be gone? Thank you for listening.